General Shepard. He's a pretty good villain. The person that voiced him did a good job.
Carl Heisenberg.
Handsome Jack.
Hojo from Final Fantasy.
Vaas from Far Cry 3. And that epic monologue.
Joker, the Arkham series. The reason why is because I think he portrays the comic book Joker very well.
You Lady Dimitrescu, because she's amazing.
Handsome Jack. He's just really menacing.
Would have to say the Zinyak from Sector 04. He's just cool.
The Handsome Jack from Borderlands 2.
Handsome Jack. Easy, because he's also probably the funniest.
Albert Wesker. He is top tier, pure badass. The leather Matrix outfit and the sunglasses. The way he fights, all fast and matrixy.
Vaas, Far Cry 3, always comes to my mind as a great villain. Another villain that sticks out is probably Liquid Snake. But Liquid Snake lives in a different genre of villain.
Albert Wesker is probably my favorite villain of all time when it comes to gaming.
M. Bison, this sort of over-the-top ham appeal to it that I love. He's so happy to be a bad guy.
Technically an anti-hero, Virgil from the Devil May Cry series. He's just a total badass. He's super fast. He feels like a teleporting samurai ninja guy.
That's definitely Heisenberg from Resident Evil Village.
Joel, at the end of the game, is one of my favorite villains. It's the most human villain I've seen in games.
The chairman from Yakuza 0, Mr. Dojima himself, he is one of the most amazing villains ever. He's a crafty person. He's got this entire gang under him, this entire criminal organization.
That's going to be tied between Handsome Jack from Borderlands 2 and Andrew Ryan from Bioshock 1. I prefer Andrew Ryan solely because he is a venture capitalist and just his philosophy of just anyone can become great. You just got to work for it and you got to strive for it.
Sauron from Middle-earth: Shadow of War. Not just the character Sauron, but the way he's displayed in the game is great.
Ooh, my favorite villain. I think it has to be Vaas from Far Cry 3. I feel like that's a lot of people's favorite villain in video games because he is just so well executed. The only bad part was he wasn't the main villain in the game.
Well, I'm actually gonna make two claims here. Tom Nook is both the greatest villain and he is also my favorite villain.
Atlas from Bioshock comes to mind first.
Makarov from Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Whitley from Portal 2. His charisma, cool accent, his writing makes him one of the three of my most favorite villains from video games. The other two would be Handsome Jack from Borderlands 2 and Virgil from Devil May Cry series.
Is either Vaas from Far Cry 3 or the Elusive Man from the Mass Effect series. I gravitate towards the Elusive Man. He has such a presence around him.
I just played a game called Elden Ring. One boss that I really enjoyed the backstory and the fight is General Radahn.
Is probably Abby from The Last of Us 2. To put you, the gamer, in the shoes of what was seen to be the villain to you in the game and walk a mile in their shoes, it allowed us, the gamers, to see the empathetic side of Abby's story, and it made you realize that Ellie and Abby aren't too different when you think about it.
Bowser, because he's a great dad, he's just chilling. He also did kidnap Princess Peach, it was a little controversial. So I'm gonna say maybe like the ghosts from Pac-Man. He's just coming, stealing all the dots. They're just trying to protect their home.
Zeus from God of War. Because he is very afraid of fate, even though it's just a hunch.
Prince Thrakath from Wing Commander 3 is my favorite villain of all time. Before I played Wing Commander 3, I didn't know that games could have a movie-style feel that focuses on the villain's point of view.
Dutch from RDR1. His monologues and speeches were just always fun to listen to, and he was such a fun character to kind of get into the think about and look at.
The guy from Far Cry 5 is overrated. All he does is monologue and say nothing.
This is the world we built for our children?